Hello out there in YouTube land. Just kind of looking at this thing we're putting together, kind of a strange piece. This is a piece that I showed, or this red piece back here is that piece that I took down to a friend's place and he milled it for me. We didn't quite show the milling of it. It's got a lot of holes drilled in it, so I could put these bearing or set shaft holders in any place. That's where we're at on that. So I'm getting back to work on this. The show took up 5 or 6 days. I don't know how many days it took, because you have the get all your stuff in the truck day, then you have go up and set up day, then you have the saw day and the saw day and the saw day, and then the saw day, and then the breakdown afternoon, and then bring it all back. Then you have to put all the stuff back. I'm sure a lot of you guys go to shows and have the same situation. So I want to get back on this because summer's gone and I haven't really worked on this mill at all, or haven't. I wanted to have it sawn by this time, but you know, there's so many other things. I spent we had all that rain, so then I had all that mowing, so everybody in this area knows about that, and just stuff that takes up your time to keep you from working on some things that you want to work on. So anyhow, we got the string line in here, and I'm going to show you what it shows and how it works. I'm going to bring you down here to this one. I'm going to have to move you around a little bit. What this does, it's got the slot goes in there, and then it tells you about where it's at. So if you put this one in here, and I'm going to have to take you off the tripod, so it'll be a little shaky, but you can see, if this will focus in, that this one here is a hair low, because you can see it's on the higher side of that, which that's not enough to, if it's within that dot, I'm happy. So then I'm going to put it in this one. I got to move the tripod up a hair, and you see this one here, this one shows it's a hair, no, maybe that one was high and this one was low. It's hard to see for me right now. Okay, this one here, just about where you want it to be, between your line and all that kind of stuff, just about where you want it to be. So we'll take this one out. Now we'll go into the next one. Then you get this one up here, and then all of a sudden you see, hey, wait a second, this is in Never Never Land. See, it's all the way down. It's all the way down on there. So if you take it around this way, it'll go in that groove. Nah, it isn't touching it. So that one's considerably further off. And then you can put this up in here. Now I noticed this one, because I already checked it. Look at this one. This one's down into the slot. So that one's has to go down, okay? And the trouble is, if you need this to go down, you have to machine this off back here. So what I want to do is bring this one, which was low, and I think this one which low, and bring it to the ends, and then I can shim these up easier than I can machine those down. So that's what I'm shooting for. Now I'll take that out of there. I'm going to set you back on this, kind of give you an idea. Man, I'm caught on all sorts of stuff underneath here. I'm going to cut the end of the string off right here, which that's kind of meaningless little string. It doesn't make much difference. I'm going to take this off down here. I'll bring it down here. It's kind of hard. For some reason, this tripod now is caught on a vine at the leg. I'm just having a heck of a time. I did this movie a minute ago and started and was into it about here, and then I got a phone call which had to be taken. So then I'm going to take this out of here, bring you around here for a bit. I'm hoping you're there. Now watch this. This is a mock-up shaft, and it's heavy. Goes through this one fine, goes through this one fine, plenty of, but when you get to that one, remember that was a hair off, and it has to go down, and so I can't make that go down, so you're in a situation where you just ain't getting there. So I could take that one off, which doesn't take, I'll take it off, it'll only take a minute, because the next one, as I recall, was even further off. Take these bolts, these are 1/2-inch bolts. And I think we're on there. Now we'll go up to the next one. Look at that. Now can you see where we're at here? Of course you can. That one was just hair off a hair. But look at the gap in there. Okay? You can wiggle that shaft all you want, but you're not going to get it through that. And then this one here was even further off. So I'm going to take these two and put it at that end and one down at this end, and then see if I can't get a little bit better. Because like I said, I can bring a shim kit up here and shim these up and get them up the way I want them that way. So that's the plan on that. And the next thing I was working on, and I've been working on it since the rain, so it's been in here on the metal lathe for a couple weeks. I'm guessing, I don't know, from whatever that last show was, I was going to show you cutting this thing here if I don't screw it up. I got a lot of stuff from the show. Remember I was, I'm cutting this on the wood lathe. Now this goes straight, and then once I get here, then I set the taper attachment, and it gives me this nice taper here. I hope that you can see it on the screen. Sometimes I can't see what's on the screen. So I'm going to run that and just take a little nip off of it, because I wanted to take it's just a hair thinner. So all I do is bring it in until I hit. Just let it. That isn't enough. Taking maybe a 10,000th of an inch cut, which is probably taking 20 thousandths total, 10 off of one side, 10 off the other. But it makes that perfectly straight there. Not that it has to be perfectly straight. It might have moved a little bit because, you know, wood's constantly moving, but you kind of see how the taper is there. Once I get to this line, I'll set the taper attachment, engage the taper attachment. Now, I'm no machinist, so I really have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems to be working fine. I might want to take another cut off of this, but this is kind of definitely like watching paint dry. If I knew how to speed it up, I'd speed it up, so don't try to say, yeah, you should speed through it. I wish I could. Every time I think I got somebody that's going to help me learn me how to edit, they never show up or don't come up or don't follow through. I'm just barely taking a nip off of it. I'm gonna take you out of the tripod. See, it's not focusing in. Maybe that's focused. And I'm only taking it off the two sides. I'm not taking it off because I wanted it like this handle over here. This is the handle that broke on me. See up here? See how this one here is tapered? Well, I'm trying to basically get this the same way. So once I get, like I said, once I get to this line here, then I'll engage the taper attachment, which is back there, and it'll come up at that. So I'm going to put you back on the tripod if I can get this. I got too much stuff in here. All the stuff from the show I just dumped in here. Not that I'm not already a mess. So we're right here now. We get to there and set the taper attachment. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a pickaroon handle. You really can't, I can't see the line in the, it's right here is where the line is, but I can't see it in the little screen. If I could take a video of this camera, you guys would be laughing at me. Of course, the new cameras are probably smaller now and do a better job. As soon as that cut gets right on that line, there it is. Now I've engaged the taper attachment, so it's bringing the cutting edge this way away from the wood. I got to move the tripod. It's getting ready to hit the... It was getting ready to hit... Oh, I can show you that. Hit this thing right here. See how that's going around feeding it? Makes a pretty nice straight pickeroon handle. And you can make, if you had loppers that you broke a lopper handle on, if you wanted to make one of those, I guess you could make one of those, or I don't know, it makes it pretty nice. It's fairly smooth. It's not all cut out like when you use a normal wood lathe. And I can't put the I could do the taper by hand on a wood lathe, but you couldn't get it as maybe exact or precise. Once again, it probably doesn't matter. It would be faster. And I'm sure there's guys out there who use wood lathes that would sit there and they're probably just laughing at me now. But you do with what you can do. Next thing I got to do is clean all the watermelon juice off this tripod. It's covered with watermelon juice and sawdust. It looks furry. Well, we're just about there. Once it gets up in this area, it'll stop cutting, or it won't need to cut anymore. And if it feels good, I'll leave it where it's at. If it needs another cut, I'll do another cut. But I wanted to show you, I wanted to get this thing finished today or tonight. I'll probably do it after the sun goes down, because I can work in here after the sun goes down, but I can't work outside after the sun goes down. I want to play with that Setshaft stuff. I have a stop set down here, so it should stop if it need be. But what I'll do is disengage the, it's still cutting a little bit, but not very much. I really wanted it to come up to that line. Alright, that's it. Take it back and head back down. Oh, here it is. Then move the whole shooting match down. We'll turn it off. And you can see it almost doesn't need sanding. It's so I wish this thing would focus in on it. It really doesn't. Maybe if I come in this way, the camera does not show it focused. Got a little. See, you can just wipe those little ridges off, so you can make it pretty nice. You can. I don't know if you guys are picking up on that. Here's got a little bit. See, you can just wipe that fur off with your hands. A little bit there. So nice smooth sandpaper will clean that up. You can I think you can catch the taper on it now. I don't know. Anyhow, I think I'm going to take one more cut, because I got to measure the width right here of the flat. That makes it a little easier when you're turning the nose of it to have a little bit of a flat there. And that's kind of why I want that. Anyhow, that's about it for this show. If you like this kind of stuff, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of the stuff. I'm going to sit here and monkey around with this thing the rest of the day. Like I said, I'm going to put this one and these two onto the ends here, and then see how it sets up, because I might very well be able to use this whole setup. Boy, I go rambling on from one thing to the next, don't I? Sorry about that, guys. If I take and put this one on the end and this one on the end, it will raise this up, which will engage the rack and pinion on the L's a little bit, just a little bit tighter. So I'd rather go up than down on this shaft. And then after I get this to where these will go through and I'm machined and I got them where I'm happy with them, then I have to take that Setworks, take this whole shooting match down to the mill, okay, and put the Setworks on there and string line the Setworks on this piece here. So I'll have to drill where the Setworks goes, remount the Setworks on this thing too, and then set the whole thing up and align it. So that's where I'm at. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to come back for some more, and if you didn't like it, send it to somebody you want to irritate. So thank you for your time. We'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to be putting a bunch of more sawing up at the Mason-Dixon Steam and Gas Roundup show I have some more of those, so I'm not sawing right now. I'm working on this kind of stuff and doing stuff around the house that I've gotten behind on. So that's what I'm going to do for now. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now.